Hey guys, what's going on? This is Rubidu and
Soberoni.
welcome back to another episode of G&A Podcast. Boy, 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 boy.
Fireworks.
Yes, literal fireworks.
Literal fireworks.
That's all
Fucking
we've been
annoying.
hearing.
If
And by
you guys hear fireworks in the background, it's because people outside.
yeah, it's literally what we, and by we I mean me hearing through his phone. But yes, today we have a bunch of explosive anime to give you guys. Some turns, some twists, some drama where it's needed, and much drama where it's not needed.
It's not needed.
Definitely
The best kind of
get
drama.
into that. Let's just start with what is not our episode of the week, Steins Gate 0, episode 10.
Yes, 10.
Yeah.
Even though it's not our episode of the week, I still think it was. Well, actually, this episode of Steins Gate was kind of. I don't know how to feel about this episode. It was cute. It was a rare, fun episode of Steins Gate.
It really was. Everyone part of me, if I start hacking like a dead person or a dying person, I'm getting over like a cold / allergies. So please bear with me. But continue what you were saying.
Oh no, this is one of the. I think this is probably like the only episode I can remember that was just actually cute and slice of lifey and not overly depressing.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it was just very fun. I think that's probably why I kind of fell asleep at certain points. Also, I was really tired.
The part with Nae as like the commander and the Full Metal Jacket spoof was beautiful.
That was actually really funny.
Really, really cute, really funny. Gave a lot of character to everybody. Oh, it was so great. I think that's my favorite scene in this season so far.
Yeah, and then Daru was being such a fucking
weirdo.
Ugh. Such a creep.
Then we got a lot of Maho in this episode. Maho's grown on me now because she seems really, really nice and lovable, and
they really did a good job developing her. Like, giving they kept highlighting her
complex, yeah.
And how that applies to like Kurisu, but not so much where I don't know. They could have done it in a way where they could have made it like ape shit crazy.
Yeah, they didn't harp on it too much, but they stressed it enough to know that's like, oh, okay, I see where this is going. And I like the way they kind of compare her inferiority complex to Moeka's, where Moeka's like, oh, all low self-esteem and shit. And then Maho went off on her and was like, oh, wait, that's me too.
Yeah. And also the scene where they had like the sleepover.
Oh yeah, the sleepover was cute too.
Very fan servicey.
It was actually just Moeka that was super fan service.
Yeah, right?
Like everyone is dressed appropriately and she's over here in like fucking Victoria's Secret.
Looking like she's about to slip out of the sleepover to get some.
I'm like, who are you trying to impress, Moeka?
Right? She's out here trying. She's gonna slip away. She's like, "Oh, guys, I have to leave. For a few seconds." She's actually gonna go get some dick from across the street.
Like, damn, she had like a slit on the side of her dress and everything. Like, jeez.
And then Ferris literally is just like fondling her like a crazy person, and then she just stops robotically, stands up. She's like, "I'm gonna go get some juice." And
I thought that was leading to something. I thought she was gonna come back with like a machine gun and kill him. Or something. Like, why did she stop so unnaturally? Just like she brainwashed or something.
Oh yeah, that was so great. Like unnecessarily, like robotic. Like why?
Like her eyes were zoned out too. She was like, "I must get drinks. Be right back."
Oh my god, wait, is this part of like the Steins Gate thing?
Oh, imagine Ferris is actually like, oh, I hope so. I hope that was actually intentional and something's going on with Ferris.
That would be really cool. But yeah, this is a good episode.
I like the ending of the episode too. With
the one where he freaks out and just says everything.
I feel like a bad end is about to happen real quick. Like next episode, some shit's gonna go down.
Yeah, he kind of has to say everything, and I like that. Like we're at this point where he kind of just like is pretty much going to tell her everything, and we're only halfway done. Thank God they're not trying to do everything like within like 4 episodes. I feel like there's gonna be some real good, earnest plot progression.
Yeah, it actually feels weird. I don't feel like we're 10 episodes into the series. I feel like we're still in the first 4 or 5 episodes, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, the pacing is nice.
Very good pacing.
You know what had amazing pacing?
Yeah, I guess you have to talk about it. So let's talk about what is pretty much our episode of the week.
Yep.
Boku no Hero Academia 3, episode 11. I literally don't know. Like when episode like this is like really good, I really don't know what to say. Like, because I feel like most of what I'm saying about it, especially if it's a shonen anime, if it's like any other type of anime, like a psychological thriller or a drama, I can talk about it even if like and how great it is for days. But shonen is just like it had really good fucking action.
And that's the funny thing is this episode didn't really have that great action. It was mostly just hype and crazy moments. And as much as this, people were hyping
hype as action.
There was people hyping up this episode for me, like, oh, this is going to be like the best All Might's last stand and all that. And it actually lived up to the hype, so I'm super impressed. And I don't know, for me, this type of episode is why I watch certain shonens, because this is what a shonen's supposed to do. Like, it does these types of episodes the best, where it's like the main character against all odds, and you feel that inner passion and just it just blows.
And you're like rooting for them.
Yeah, like you're rooting for them, and it leaves you speechless. I feel like this goes up there with those hype moments from like Frieza versus Goku, where Goku goes Super Saiyan for the first time, or Toguro versus Yusuke, stuff like that. Like this is that version for or that height for Hero Academia. This is their Super Saiyan Goku moment. Like nothing's gonna top this, and for the rest of the series, you can't really top the All Might thing.
Yeah, especially from what it signifies. Like that fight literally signifies like the end of a generation. I think that's why it made my episode of the week, because in one final fight, like this generation of like heroes and villains, like they're both gone.
Yeah, and I like the way it was kind of thematic that way, because obviously the evil guy is gonna be gone, and now All Might's gone, and now they're both of their disciples are basically taking up their flame. So it's gonna be Deku versus Tomura as the next generation of superhero versus supervillain.
And I love how he looked at the camera and he was like, "It's your turn." And I'm just like, oh, because meanwhile everyone thinks it's like a taunt to like enemies, and Deku knows exactly what he means.
Yeah, that was great. That was a great scene. I also like, even though this whole episode was basically All Might's episode, we did get to see a lot about his old master, which was really cool.
Yeah,
I kind of like his old master, and even his Gran Torino when he was younger.
I mean that was like literally like a scene, like a few seconds.
But it was enough to develop them.
Yeah.
So for me, this was like the perfect episode. You're not going to top this episode for the rest of the season, at least.
I don't know. Never say never.
They would have to do some kind of crazy.
Keep in mind, as awesome and epic as this battle was, All Might isn't, the main character. All Might isn't the Goku of this. It's Deku's story.
I know, but there was so many stakes for All Might. Like, I think we said it before, All Might is a teacher for, like, as far as the teacher trope in shonen goes. I don't think he's like the best teacher.
Absolutely not.
But as a character, oh my god, I love All Might. I love All Might more than I love Deku. So
understandable.
Yeah, so as a character, he's great. I don't know if Deku can live up to the stakes and the hype that was All Might's legacy. I guess, eventually, if you build him up more.
Yeah, I think he can, but he's gonna do it in his very Deku way.
I don't know. Well, I'm curious to see, because I like the direction that this is taking. I'm glad that they had the balls to actually. Well, they didn't kill off All Might, but they effectively were like, all right, All Might's done.
Yeah, and so soon, like you know, Naruto, they start killing off.
How long did it take for Jiraiya to?
Oh yeah, exactly. It took until Shippuden to kill off Jiraiya. And Kakashi is still not dead, so.
So yeah, this is a really gutsy movie. Shonens usually don't kill off or retire major characters. So yeah. Ballsy move, great episode. I think this is gonna be the height of the season, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a really good Toga episode next week, and that'll be the new height of the season. Who knows?
Yes, the death of Toga. I don't really hate her. I just
you just like fucking with me. I know.
Yeah, kind of. I'm an awful person.
You are.
Speaking of awful people, let's talk about Hinamatsuri.
Oh yes, Hinamatsuri episode 11.
Oh my god!
I don't want this show to end.
So I feel like the first half really, like, it was good. It wasn't like knee slapping, ha ha, I'm like fucking about to die. But it gave me some chuckles.
It gave me chuckles, and I think it was all a build up to the last scene of that part, which I saw. Well, like all the jokes I saw coming from a mile away, but it was still hilarious to me.
Yeah,
just Hina just fucking with him at the end and all.
Oh my god! I want everyone just like making jokes about like, it was so badly staged, and they all know that he's not like that, so they just start. So they're just all fucking with him, and he runs away.
I thought it was interesting, yeah, but there wasn't much to really say about the first part of the episode. I mean, it was just like a documentary on him, and he's just such a nice guy, even though he's Yakuza.
Yeah. Like it was like it was a little like redundant. Just a wee bit redundant. Like the journey itself, I didn't care much for, but like when they got there to like when they make the final thing, I was like, oh okay.
Again, I love how they're carrying over jokes. So like Hina still has her broken leg and all of that.
Yeah, like there's still continuity, which is awesome.
I think this episode shone in the second half. Yeah,
that more than that could have been the episode itself. That could have just been the entire episode.
Oh god, I love Anzu so much.
Like she herself isn't even that funny, and she made this funny. No, her and Nita are surprisingly funny.
Yeah, they're a good combo.
I did not expect that, because he's expecting her to be like a shit person, and Anzu's just like a good girl. Like she's just very good.
I was wondering, like, it was a good scene, because I was also wondering, like, why is Hina such a shitty person and Anzu such a great person when they come from like similar. And Anzu did start off the series kind of like,
yeah, no, she was
really annoyingly. So she transformed tremendously.
Yeah, she easily had like the biggest change of character. And I think that's what they try to emphasize throughout this entire series and this episode. And it's so hysterical. Like they're trying to show like her, like how her journey shaped her good character, because she went and she struggled, as opposed to Hina, who literally just lived in some rich dude's apartment.
But the funny part is Hina also went through that struggle of being homeless. It's just it didn't make her any better of a person.
She went through that struggle literally for like a day or two. Yeah,
but still, as Anzu would say, she doesn't even deserve to be homeless.
She doesn't deserve to be homeless. Well, she doesn't go to school here. Anyways. But,
oh, I loved how, I don't know if this was intentional, but the excuse for why Hina was not in that second half, I just found completely stupid and arbitrary, but funny. Like, oh damn, Hina's taking skiing lessons. That's like the most random reason to not include a character.
Word. I mean, of course, it led up to like the next episode, but I seen where first of all, literally is Shoki showing how awful adults are. Like literally, it showed like the whole first episode was trying to show how he's like such a nice guy, and the next episode he goes out of his way because he's so happy with this girl. He actually tries to corrupt her and make her bad again, just to fight the old people that are raising her.
Yeah, I love that scene. He's like, I'll show you how tough it is to raise a child by fucking up your child.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you?
That's so spiteful. You would fuck up somebody else's child because you're struggling as a parent.
Don't you eat at the restaurant? That's so rude. Oh my god, and it just doesn't work. And at the end, like when she says that line, she's like, "Oh, but we're having fun. We should be having fun together, right?" Like that whole cutscene.
Yeah, Hina's trying to drag him back down to hell.
And he's taking up into heaven with the angels that look like Anzu, and then you see all like the corpses that look like Hina.
Yeah, I felt like even the end when Anzu's leaving and he felt so heartbroken that she's leaving. I was like, oh, I feel that heartache.
Yeah. And then the phone calls, and then they're like, "Oh, so she went missing. She's kind of missing in the woods."
I kind of like his reaction was perfect to that. Like, oh, I see.
Huh?
He's missing, you say?
Also, which makes it up to the credits. Did you notice that the credits? She's not in the credits.
Yeah, they've done it a few times. I've noticed where they're like they'll take characters out of the credits if they are missing or disappeared or whatever, or like they get fucked over too hard. Like I think at one time Hitomi wasn't in the credits, or like when she became a bartender, she was a bartender in the credits, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Good attention to detail.
Oh my god, that's so awesome.
Yeah, this show is like incredible for what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think is this the first time where she's gone, Hina?
I think so.
Because it was. I think I just noticed because it was very glaring.
Mm-hmm.
The very glaring, like
removing Hina is obvious.
Exactly, like every scene was different. Like he had his vases on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And then they purposely put out a seat and made it empty, even though Hina doesn't sit there usually in the credits.
You know what is weird? I don't know if this is like a running joke, but what is his obsession with vases? Like he has pictures of vases in his house. Like if you look at the actual picture frames hanging up, they're just pictures of vases around vases. Does he have some kind of obsession with vases?
Vasophilia?
I guess so. It's like a running joke that they never really reference.
Yeah, like you broke my vase. Ah, my cabbages. Yeah, no, Hinamatsuri. God damn it! I'm really mad that next week is the last episode.
I know, it's super depressing. It really is. This is such a. It could have. The thing is, it could have been like a throwaway show that's like whatever. It's not really a popular manga or anything. They could have just half-assed it, but they went so hard to make it such a good show, and there's so much attention to detail, and there's so much good setup. It's just so well done. I'm gonna miss this show so much.
Like this is something I would actually consider reading the manga.
Mm-hmm. I think I will actually. I think I think I will read the manga for this. It looks really, really good.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to stuff that's equally good.
Mm-hmm.
Kamuy episode 10. This was almost my episode of the week, literally because the introduction of like the new character, which I would call him Ainu Fuckboy.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot he came out.
Yeah, I saw him and I'm just like, ooh. I'm usually not into 2D, but I'll make an exception for you.
Well, they like went out of their way to make him fucking. He came out like half like naked.
No, he wasn't even
a fish.
He got half naked at some point. Like when he came out and he just threw his hair back and he was like, "Yo," and I'm like, "Oh, no."
I did like the yeah, he's an interesting character. I don't know what he's gonna do.
And along with him, he brought some interesting news, crazy plot twist, which is why this was almost my episode of the week. He was like, "Oh, hey, by the way, so remember how your dad died? He's actually the one who killed everyone and hit the gold."
And it's funny because that was actually a really good plot twist. Guys, that never even crossed my mind that her father would be him, but I guess like it makes sense. I'm like, oh wow, interesting. Didn't see that coming.
Exactly.
And then you had the whole first half of the episode was great too.
Yeah, the whole fight with the 7th Division and Wolf Boy versus Ogato and Butthurt other brother.
Mm-hmm. The show's gruesome. The show's really fucking gruesome.
It is incredibly gruesome. I like, but they do it in such a either such a casual way or they do it in such a funny way. It's like fine. Like he literally just talking to him, cutting off your ear.
He creeps me out. Like this villain is one of the few villains in anime that just genuinely creeps me out.
Yeah, no, I don't really. Yeah, no, he also creeps me out. Like I almost thought he was gonna start like eating the ear. Like I really thought he was about to eat the ear.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Like if he does any crazy thing, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, and then oh god, and then I love how the guy's like, "Hey, if you tell me who the traitor is, I'll kill Sugimoto." And he just gives up the other guy,
and
it's like, damn, no loyalty when it comes to vengeance. I see.
Maybe this is a thing where I don't know too much about, but how can you hear him without an ear?
Like your ear canal is still like there, kind of. It's kind of there-ish. I don't know the science behind it, but maybe you can't hear. You won't be like deaf. Is what I'm trying to say. I don't think you'll be deaf.
Oh, but you'll still be able to hear, just not as well.
Probably not. Yeah, because you don't have an ear. Like yeah, you don't have an ear, so it's gonna fuck up your ability to hear probably, but you won't be deaf.
Biology 101. Not having an ear fucks up your ability to hear.
But you can still hear.
But you can still hear. Okay, good to know.
Bars. So yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, Shiraishi. I like that he's playing both sides. Like he's really playing both sides. Like, because at any point he could have told, like, because you said he's like, oh, he's still on their side. Yada yada. I'm like, really? Because he hasn't told him anything about this guy.
I also think if he had to choose, he would choose Sugimoto's side over crazy samurai dude's side, I think, unless his life depends. Like the only reason he's helping samurai guy is because he's afraid he's gonna die if he doesn't.
Yeah, but he could have definitely told them. I feel like if he was really on their side.
I did like how Sugimoto was like, where she actually was like, "Are you gonna trust this guy?" And Sugimoto was just like, "I don't trust you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right.
Any of you guys." So that was good to see. At least Sugimoto's not stupid.
Yeah, Sugimoto doesn't trust anyone, and yeah, even I don't trust the fuckboy, but that's because he's a fuckboy.
I feel like, I don't trust him either, but I feel like this is a character you're supposed to be suspicious of, which makes me think he's not suspicious, and there's going to be like some twist where he's actually a good guy, and then some other guy you were supposed to be suspicious, like not suspicious of. Like this is a decoy guy. I think this is a decoy.
For whom exactly?
I don't know. Maybe somebody who will be introduced next week or something.
Okay, I can see that. Oh, just another thing that like God, they do so many little things that make me like love this anime so much for no reason. Like when they see the Adonis flower and then Sugimoto and Shiraishi just like sit there and they're like, oh my god, look at this flower, it's so cute. Like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
I was like, why? Like, like well, it's not necessary, and I think that's why I like it so much because
it transitions so well between like comedy and action and dark, like oh, it's so fucking good.
Like you would think an anime like this with all the gory, gruesome death, everything, you would think this was like this could easily be dark and depressing and sad, and it's not. It's actually very upbeat. It's strange. It's weirdly upbeat. Like
I think that's a good mark. Like it's a mark of a good direction.
Yeah,
if you can
very weird.
For so use your tones appropriately.
Yeah, for so much action, it's just blood and gore and death everywhere. But they're like, whatever, everything's fine. Flower. Like when they started eating that giant fish and fucking Sugimoto with the eyeball. I could hear you. Oh god,
that seems disgusting.
He's he's literally just sucking on an eyeball. You see like his little chapped lips, like oh god, it was so oh, it's so stupid.
Yeah, but compared to something like, for example, those anime that try to be super edgy all the time, where they go out of their way to specifically be super dark and edgy all the fucking time, like King's Game. So this type of show is actually how you do dark tones well, where you use them appropriately when you need to use them, like when you have a villain that's really, really sadistic, and then other times you can have nice fun moments that are cute and build character.
Yeah, no, it was good. Oh, speaking of gruesome moments, the best bear ever comes back.
I admire their dedication to this bear, because I had like been in charge of the show and I'd seen the CG on that bear, like, oh, we're not using this bear. But these guys are like, nah, we're always going to use this bear in every fucking episode.
Yeah,
close up on the bear.
Episode, we're just using a CGI bear forever.
We're milking the
CGI. It's going to be the same fucking bear too.
The same exact scene of him just like jumping up and roaring. We're going to keep using that.
Oh god, but yeah, but he kind of like tore off, like half his face kind of tore off, like, ooh.
That was, yeah, it's super gruesome. Oh, and then when he's like getting mauled to death, and then the sniper's just kind of like, I can't save him because they'll know where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, this is a really good show, really powerful show.
It is. Could you imagine? We actually almost watched Doreku over this.
I know. This is going to be forever known as the season we chose to avoid a shitty show.
I know. And we were blessed in return.
Mm-hmm. You know what else we were blessed with? The gift that is High School DxD Hero.
Some would say a blessing.
Some would say a blessing. Crazy people would say otherwise. But nevertheless, we'll talk about High School DxD episode 10.
I literally officially don't care about this anime.
I don't know why. What specifically about this episode?
It was just so
perturbed you.
It was just dumb. But
that's the point. The series is
next week. I'm getting into it. Next week I'm getting into it. But this episode was so dumb. I literally tuned out and was doing something else.
But that's the point. This is a dumb, fun show.
No.
Did you take it seriously when
he does when he says it's something and it's not that? Then
I'm sorry. No, did you take it seriously?
Fun and etchy, and then does that dumb, stupid romance shit.
No, the romance shit was stupid, but the over the top fucking we're gonna have an orgy to make up for it was fun.
That was that's I wish they would just shut. See, because they were saying serious words while just getting naked for no reason. And
exactly, that's the High School DxD I love.
That's so stupid. I know I like it when Genovia was like, "Oh, hey, what are you guys doing having sex with him? I need to have sex with him." And then the other girl was like, "I need to have sex with him." I'm like, okay, this I get. This makes sense. This is fine. Don't use the bullshit from last episode and bring it into this episode. Can we just pretend that stupidity never happened? Because that would be great.
I mean, they wrapped up the plot point within the first 5 minutes of this episode.
Yes, they wrapped it up within the orgy, but whatever. And then the rest of the episode was not really memorable to begin with.
What? The rest of the episode was great. The rest of the episode was great because this is going to lead into a tournament arc that looks fucking hype.
Okay, it led to it, but other than that, it was not memorable.
I like the way that the tournament arc is structured with the whole they gotta roll dice and then choose a fighter of equal value to the. I think that's a cool setup.
Yes, I'm so glad that explaining that made the anime so cool.
I don't know why you're so bitter about this episode.
It doesn't. It was just so I feel literally if I just watched the orgy and then watched the rules, anything else, not of consequence. I didn't care about the introduction of the characters. I didn't care about their little dialogues. I was just like, okay, these are the rules. Orgy happened, fan service. All right, let's go next episode where people start throwing punches.
This is High School DxD though. It's over the top, stupid fun, and then good fights, which is what it's supposed to be. The drama at the last episode was stupid. I'll put down two things as stupid. One, obviously, the drama from last week with Rias, and two, I hate how they keep referencing his girlfriend. Like, that shit drives me crazy.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I hate that.
I got triggered because that makes no sense. How you bring her up from fucking season 1? Come
this is
on.
A stupid plot point. Stop referencing Issei's fucking.
That's my problem with the orgy, because it was actually trying to be serious. He actually started crying and
it wasn't trying to be serious.
That's what fucked me up. That's why I did not appreciate it.
It was not trying to be serious. I just want them to stop referencing his.
They literally tried to have a serious moment where he's like, "Oh my god, my girlfriend." I'm like, stop! Oh my god, stop! I'm actually getting physically.
Imagine if right before Goku was fighting Boo and going Super Saiyan 3, he had a flashback about how he fought Raditz and was like, "Man, I can't believe I killed Raditz." Like, no, stop referencing this. It's been forever ago. Stop. No one cares anymore. Evil Girl had her 2-episode arc already. We're good with it.
Oh my god, like it's just it doesn't stress me out. That's an over exaggeration. Nothing about this anime stresses me out. It's too stupid to give me stress. It makes me angry.
It's fine. I like the opening orgy of Koneko and Akino getting naked for no reason and fucking around with.
They literally got naked for no reason. I'm sorry. Like, can I get a little bit of? It just seemed.
Well, the context is Akino is just thirsty and Koneko's in heat, so there's your context.
Hooray! I guess I'm sorry. I'm a gay man. I can't just be satisfied with them just being all like, "Oh my god, we're naked," and serious scene.
I don't think it was a serious scene. I think that's where we differ. I don't think anything they do is a serious scene. They try to pass it off as a serious scene.
That's my problem. They try.
But it's not even. It's like a tongue-in-cheek. It's kind of like how. No, but it's not. There's a difference between. I think it's a parody of a serious scene. They know you're not going to take it seriously because there's naked girls hugging him. Why would you take it seriously? It's too over the top to take seriously. Like, it's like when they try to be quote unquote serious during the fight scene, and then he summons Rias and like ropes her and gets a power up. They're also trying to be serious in those scenes, but they're too over the top to take seriously. Fine.
I'm just a gay man. I don't care too much for that. Like, literally, maybe if it's fun. Like, as a gay man, I think I need to for it to be like funny. I need for it to be funny. It was just stupid. That's my problem. It wasn't funny. It was stupid. That's it.
Fair enough.
That's why I didn't like it. I'm like, this doesn't make me laugh. This is just stupid.
I feel like you're being unnecessarily harsh to this episode because of last week's episode, but fair enough.
Also, I have a question. Do you know who does like the music for this? It kind of sounds like Nanamizuki. Like,
I don't think it's Nanamizuki.
I don't think so. It kind of sounds like all Nanamizuki's music sounds the fucking same. So,
yeah, I love Nanamizuki, but I gotta agree with that. I was listening to one of the Nanaha openings, or one of the Nanaha songs came on my phone the other day. I was like, what opening is this again?
Exactly. But yeah, that is how I feel about high school. Who does the opening? I think this has happened. I'm gonna look it up. I need something substantial.
I need closure. Are you trying to look at the opening song?
Yeah. Opening song.
Switch.
That's
the name of the song. I think. Hold on. Minami.
Okay. Minami. Okay. Well, I guess that is that because Card Captors is done.
No, we still got one show.
Wait. Okay, thank God. Right, Persona.
Yep.
It wasn't highlighted. That's why I didn't.
That's a summation of the entire series. Persona 5 episode 11. Although I did like this episode because they actually addressed the problem I had with last week's episode, which I'm sure I guess this was not my fault because maybe I got the events out of order because they sure went in on Makoto this time around.
Yeah, no, this was definitely a shit.
This was the Makoto getting shit on episode.
Oh yeah, it was. I literally just saw her face. Like, is she about to literally just kill herself? Like, her face is like so like. It's like, am I contemplating throwing myself out a window?
Because I love how they just it's funny because it seems super artificial the way they shit on her because she's not doing anything and people just shit on her life. Like Akechi came in the first scene of the episode, he walks up there, is like, "Oh hey," and the conversation ends with, "Oh, you're just one of those useless walkover, pushover bitches. Okay, bye. Have a nice day." And then her sister's just like shitting on her during the meal for you're useless. You're wasting my life taking care of you.
Oh, sorry. I'm just a little stressed from work. Also, I'm gonna be not eating here anymore. He could have just left the dinner alone. She made a point to say, I am not going to be eating dinner with you anymore. Yeah. Like, that's fucking insane.
Fuck you, Makoto. I hate you. I'm sorry. I'm stressed from work. Bye.
Bye forever. Oh my god. Also, yeah, that was a plot twist. I didn't know they were sisters.
Yep, they're sisters. I guess I didn't reference that in the anime yet. I guess this was like, yeah. Although I didn't know her sister was that much of a bitch.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
The whole thing with the whatchamacallit, I want to call it the Phantom World. It's not called the Phantom World, but I forgot what it's called. Persona World. We'll call it that. The whole Persona World sequence was nice. With Makoto getting her own persona, which isn't, I don't know if the bike is a persona.
It is.
It is. Okay. Does it have a name? I should probably look this up in the game because I don't remember if the bike has a name.
I forget, but they all have names.
It must have a name because it's just weird to see her riding her persona.
I think that's like a first, like,
yeah, it definitely is
that you ride on.
The most badass persona.
Yeah, it's a fucking bike, and it's always there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always there, and I'm surprised when Makoto first goes into the world and she just sees like Joker and these weird get-ups, and she's just not like, why are you all dressed like S&M strippers?
You're right. I was like, she's like, Jesus Christ, put some clothes on, people.
Yeah, what's wrong with you people? We're in the streets. We're in public.
We're in public, guys.
It was good. It was a good way to but that just furthers my point in that the opening scenes of all the arcs, like the first episode that begins the arc, is always usually bad and rushed, and then every episode after that is nicely paced and decent. So this was like another one of those good episodes.
Yeah,
at a fair pace.
Yeah, it was good. Like, it was good.
Just good.
Just good.
I can't wait for this. I think this is supposed to have like an anime original ending, so I'm just waiting for the point where it diverges from the game and just some crazy shit happens. Hopefully,
people die.
Yeah, like I don't know, and just get shot.
Oh, is that really a platform?
If there's, any girl that has to get shot, it's got to be Anne.
That's so fun. No one's gonna care.
Exactly.
No, they have to kill Makoto, so everyone goes crazy.
All right. Anything else you want to say about Persona?
No, I think that pretty much wraps it up here, everyone. If you feel inclined to like this video, subscribe, do so. And also, if you want, go the extra mile, you can donate on Patreon, just like all these wonderful people that you see on the screen right now. All that wonderful stuff will be in the description as per usual. Also, check out Twitch. We just have Twitch.
Just Twitch.
Discord is diggity dope. And Usually it's first, but I decided to just reverse the order for no reason. Check out Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just reversed it because why?
You threw off our whole formula.
It really does. But you know, I can do it. Why? Because I am a phenomenal woman.
Yes.
Anything else you have to add to that, Oni?
I do want to add one thing. This is going to be part of like a double upload because we were behind a week or two. So this will be this will be the episode that we're caught up with. Going forward, we're up to date. You should see I was going to say a spotlight. You should see a podcast every Monday. And if we're busy Monday, sometimes it'll be Tuesday, but usually every Monday of the week, new podcast should be up. So we're up to date. We're planning to stay up to date. That's all I have to say.
Yes, we apologize for any inconveniences.
Yep.
But yes, it is that time, ladies and gentlemen, that we must go. I already said my spiel, so I actually have nothing else to say. So with that, have a wonderful day or night or whatever part of the day you're having. This has been Drooby-Doo and
So, Brody.
And we are out of here. Bye.
Later.